Guys, so this is a drab to fab New Year's Eve look. So what I've tried to do is, well, I did this look with the glittery flick before and people loved it, so I thought I'd recreate that, and I've tried to do it using products that don't fail me. They will last all night, so I'll explain as I go along, but I've done half a face so you can start off seeing what the outcome will be, and also just to speed things up a little bit. So I've moisturised, I've exfoliated my lips. It's so important. I'm going to do this again because it's still a little bit dry there. I've been using this every day and it's still going strong. Always get a little bit of dryness there. I think I probably chew at it without realising. Lick it off. It's tasty. I haven't got any clean tissue to hand. So skin is all prepped now to be primed. So as always, I use the paste-like one on my nose where I've got the particularly large pores, and that's to stop foundation from sort of sliding into there, because I'd end up with this very unattractive polka dot effect. So you just want to really press and pat that in. In fact, just put a little bit more because this is for New Year's Eve, no messing. So you want makeup that's going to last the dancing, the drinking, the hugging, all the selfies. And then a tiny bit of this. So if you've moisturised well, you won't need much primer, but you will need some. So I'm going to go on this finger just to smooth out. So you don't need much at all. It goes a long way. And what it does is it just smooths out the surface of the skin. Gives your, so you're just using tiny bits. Gives your makeup something to cling on to. And then an eye primer. So it seems a bit excessive to have 3 different primers, but it's for 3 different things. Again, the tiniest bit of that. And then I just pat this on over the eyelid and underneath. Again, just the tiniest amount, as I would a concealer. And although that is flesh coloured, it dries clear. So any skin tone can use that. So you got your large pores, the rest of your skin, and then the delicate eye area. So it is 3 different things that you're using. So I would recommend to, invest in those things if you can. It would just help you get the most out of your, your products. As you can see, it lasts minimal coming offage. Because we will all be drinking on New Year's Eve, I'm sure. You want your lippy to last. Right, so get my hair out the way. I want like a sort of a dewy look. I don't want to be too matte. I'm really into a dewy finish at the moment. So again, small amount, little blob there, the BB cream. Where's my concealer? I've lost my concealer. Oh, it's there. It's hidden. Little blob of the cream concealer. I've had this since the end of July. Still going strong. And this, me. If you've got the similar to what Benefit do, the High Beam and the Hoola one, they've got like a sort of a bronzy one. So this would be for really pale skin. And it's just to add some extra dewiness. So I've got all those on my hands with a damp sponge. Just do the usual. Now I will say, I love this sponge. This is Real Techniques, and I am a fan of Real Techniques. But this does soak up product. So just be aware of that. I'm going to start investigating that. And just pat particularly over the large pores. You don't want to swipe away that primer. gives quite a nice coverage. I look really lopsided. Got my fancy mirror here. Neil got me for Christmas. So, I don't need much concealer. I'm going to use this. I use this loads and then I stopped using it for some reason. But I just need something a little bit thinner to go under the eyes than the a little bit on the cheek there, because I'm still a bit red. That will never go away, I'm afraid. So you just want something a little bit thinner on that delicate under eye area. You can, lovely coverage. You can dilute that, but I've got something else there. So onto the brows. Comb them through. Can you see what I'm doing? Again, this is one of those products that once it's on, doesn't wear off. But it is quite forgiving. So if you make a mistake, just turn it over, and then this just not only combs the lashes, but it acts as a blender, and you can just blend away any mistakes. It is fab. This is a Wonder product. I talk about my Wonder products every now and again. Something that is really cheap but really effective. I'm going to show you two that I absolutely adore. They're both from Essence, which is from Wilko's. And this, I don't know if you can see, like has fibres in, like it's called Make Me Brow. So you can guess where the inspiration for that came from. But this is a couple of quid. And it's really an excellent little gel with some fibres. Fantastic. So, onto the eyes. I'm going to use palette 3 because I think it's quite a pretty party palette with the purples, bit of glitter and shimmer in there. So, I am going to, oh gosh, I've got so many brushes to clean. It's hard finding a clean one. So I'm going to go in with Flippant first. I'm going to use these two on the crease. And as always, I start with my eye open because I'm giving the illusion of crease where there isn't one because my eyes are hooded. What you always want to do, as I say time and time again, is focus on, you know, your eyes being opened. That's the end result. So for a large portion of the time spent doing your eye makeup, so just to sort of darken it up a bit, you'll need your eyes open. Again, clean, fluffy brush. Just buff out those edges, and then you've got to close your eyes to fill in the gap. What have I done with it? Try to be organised. Oh, there it is. Oh, a bit of coffee. Elegant Splurge, obviously. It's my fave. And again, these don't crease. These definitely don't crease. And the palettes also don't crease. So you're just taking this on a cream eyeshadow brush. Quick and easy. So pretty and sparkly. I love this stuff. I think I've got all of them now. So, to map out the wing, I like to use a felt tip pen type because it's just quicker, easier. And this particular one is quite forgiving. It is a little bit more expensive. It's the unique one. Compared to other ones. But I think what makes it worth it is it lasts all day. or all night in this instance. But it's really forgiving. If you make a mistake, you can wipe it off. It doesn't stain like some do. So if you're trying to correct a mistake, you just end up sort of smudging it. That won't happen with this. So again, I've done a tutorial on this, so I'm not going to go into it too much, but you're just following this line up to where you want it to end. I've gone a bit long there. So what I move on to now, after I just wipe the eyeshadow off that, always keep these nib down, so I put it in my brush pot. Now this is my other Essence Wonder product. This is a waterproof liquid liner. It's just really jet black, glides on nicely, but I prefer to put it over this. I like to use the felt tip to sort of draw it on, because this isn't so forgiving. This will smudge about, and it doesn't last as well. So on top, the two together, it's fantastic. You see how black that is? Did I make that look easy? Pressure was on. So I'm just going to let that dry. Have another sip of coffee. Actually, I know what I'm going to do. So, I love these pigments, and I love this one as a highlighter. So I just tip some into the lid. Where's my blending brush? And then I use this to add a bit of highlight here, and also just to help blend out any harsh lines there. So you're doing sort of 2 in 1 with that. And don't be annoyed if you find that once you've put your eyeliner on and what have you, you have to go back in and just even up the shape, or, you know, really get that touch in the wing. I'm trying to be quick, but, you know, take time, you know, getting it just right. It's New Year's Eve. You want to be looking fabulous. So over the top of that, I'm going to go in with my glitters. Bit of gold. Doing a little bit of a ombre flick, I suppose, with the glitter. The red. The red is the most striking as well. These are collection. I'm sure that this one was from Poundland. And these collection, I think they're from Superdrug. And then blue. The blue isn't as noticeable, so I'll put a bit of the red in as well. I'm pretty sure that they were from Superdrug. Now what I forgot to do, this is also collection. This also was really cheap. And use this just to set the concealer. So I use a foundation brush. Just get a bit on there. Just pat that on. I should have done this first so that any fallout falls onto that as well. Silly me. So I want to go underneath a little bit now before we add in lashes. So where's my little, like a pencil brush. And again, I'm going to take a combination of these colours. I'm going to put this one right in the corner to highlight. So obviously I'm going to use the same brush. You start off with the lightest. And then I'm going on to the flippant. and cheeky. Just adds a bit of oomph to your eyes to go underneath a little bit. And then use this to dust off any excess powder and just to help blend it a little bit. The other thing you can use to blend if you're sick of using 5,000 brushes like I do, just use a clean cotton bud and just do that. So, lashes! I'm not over the excitement of the new mascara yet. So, it's just fantastic. Look at those lashes. So always back 10 seconds, give it a good squeeze, give it some little squeezes. All right, doogies. My dogs are wandering around. So, bottom ones first. I almost forgot. And I just tend to have that on the lower lashes. I don't put the fibres on there. I can spot a little something there. Bit of fluff. Get off, fluff. So literally everything about this has been improved, but as I say, I've done a little video on that, so I won't bang on about that too much. New fibres. Just on the outside, from the middle out. Remember to get them all. What I would normally do is go on to the other one, then just give this a minute or so just to really stick together. And then I tend to do really fast strokes just to help comb it through. So that's one coat. But one coat won't do on New Year's Eve, so we'll do some more. Loving it. Nearly done. So, on to the rest of the face now, using the matte shade. No contour. Okay, New Year's Eve, you know, you want to look lovely. Don't be afraid of really chiseling in those cheeks. And I reserve this for special occasions. Woo! Stunning. I love this. Literally 2 taps. 2 taps, and then I always use the same brush because it helps to blend it together, and that is just such a beautiful colour. I love it. I'm going to have another dab. And then what you can do is, if it's too much, go over the top, but I'm going to do something else in a minute, you'll see. An old favourite. I don't need that end. So, for the highlight, I'm going to go too mad with the blending of that, you'll see why in a minute, but on the finger, just to add even more highlighting, because as I say, it's New Year's Eve. We're not going for subtle, we're going for fun. And what I did then was just use my sponge just to help blend it all in, and just to press in those powders, because I'm not going to put a powder over the top to set, but I just found that that was enough to really make it seamless, and it will stay. So the last thing now is the lips. I've got so many different colours to choose from, and with this particular eye, you can go for, it doesn't have to be purple, it can be any colour, greys, gold, green, blue, anything, and then you can match the lipstick to it. But I think with the purple, you could have a purple lip, you could have a red lip, you could have a dark lip, or you could have a bright pink lip, so it really is endless. But what I've gone for is just a pencil and a gloss, and as you can see, I've been drinking away. These pencils don't budge. What you're seeing on there, It's just the gloss. But the gloss just adds a bit of just a bit of sparkly, glittery loveliness. So I'm going to use my mirror here. And this one is Perky. One little bit of dryness left, it's annoying. And then just in the middle. Just sort of in the middle, makes your lips look a bit more pouty. So there we go. Has my fringe survived? Just about. So that is my fun, glittery, glamorous, but hopefully long-lasting New Year's Eve makeup. So I will let you know, obviously this isn't New Year's Eve, but I will wear this all day and I will let you know how well it lasts. Any request, let me know if you want, because there's still a couple of days left. If you want to see anything else for New Year's Eve, let me know. And if not, have a lovely, lovely New Year's Eve celebration and a really happy, healthy New Year to you all. Loves ya.